So the thing about this quarter was my sales were really slow, but these high dollar sales really padded the sales and they were really high profit, which was super nice. I don't usually pay up for anything. So the bins, this is like, if you need inspiration to go to the bins, hopefully this list is it for you because it's inspiring me to go back to the bins. Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a bit of a different video. Quite frankly, I was truly boring myself with all the hauls I was making. Like, girl needs variety, like I wanted to spice it up. And the reason why I don't post more of these types of videos, to be completely frank, so for whatever reason, YouTube just doesn't like to push out the videos I make about my sales, or basically anything that's not a haul will never be seen. So I don't really make a whole lot of videos other than hauls. Gotta say, this quarter was spicy, the sales were hot, and I sold some really high ticket dollar items that really shocked me. So I wanted to share them with you all because there's actually a ton of brands in here that I would have never heard of before or never thought to pick up. Brands that I sometimes hear people say don't pick up, and brands that I had no idea could sell for this much. And spoiler alert, number one on this list is actually something I sold for $900, which is crazy. This one item sold for $900 and my profit on it was basically $899 because I found it at the bins. So I'm gonna get into it. If you're new to this channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. I do this as a side hustle, and I'm just gonna go through my top 10 best sales of Q1 this year, and maybe you'll learn some new BOLO brands to resell on Poshmark and eBay and Mercari. So let's get on with it. By the way, everything on this list went for over $50. If you're looking for some high ASP or average selling price items to sell, this is the list for you. So number 10 is a pair of Hunter rain boots. Now these boots were busted. I've had these rain boots since college. I remember seeing this color and being like, I have to have it. This color was like all the rage in like 2012. It was like this Tiffany blue color that everyone was like obsessed with. So I ordered it directly from the Hunter website. I don't remember how much I paid for these boots originally, but let me tell you, I wore the absolute shit out of them. Even the buckle was like falling off, there was cracking, there was mud all over it. I tried to clean it up and I did an okay job, I guess. But I listed it and it seriously sold in like a week for $70. Now, somebody had these exact same boots in what I assume is pristine condition for $450. So, you know, there was no way in my right mind I could sell these boots for that much money. I thought $70 was extremely fair, especially for how much I had worn those boots and absolutely loved them. So if you come across Hunter boots, even if they're not in the best condition, if the strap is broken, still consider picking it up, especially if it's a rare color, because apparently rare color Hunter boots do exist, and this Tiffany bluish color is one of them. Okay, number 9 on this list is this Jessica McClintock velvet like jacket type thing. I actually picked this up from like a fill-a-bag sale at a thrift store nearby me. I think they're going out of business. I'm not really sure. I haven't gone there in like months, but I probably paid like $1 for this jacket. I flipped it for $72. I had it tagged as gunny sacks as well, just because of the style. So not every Jessica McClintock piece is gonna be worth picking up, but this looked more like a vintage, like, I don't even know what era, I'm not gonna even attempt to guess, but it looked like a vintage piece. The velvet was super soft on it, so I decided it was worth picking up because it looked a lot like a Gunny Sacks dress I had sold in the past for a little over $100. So some Jessica McClintock is worth it. It did take a while for this to sell. I mean, look at it, it's a very unique piece. Not everyone's gonna want this in their collection, but just make sure you do your research first. I come across Jessica McClintock sometimes and it's like a very basic piece and I just kind of leave it behind. Okay, number 8 is this Plenty by Anthropology Dress. I found this at the bins as well. Actually, a lot of these things I found at the bins, but this dress ended up selling for $80, and this took a long time to sell. I listed it and relisted a whole bunch with Posher VA, which if you don't know, I love Posher VA. I'll have my referral code down below, but they relist for you. And so, yeah, this sold for full asking price, and it really reminded me a lot lot of like Spell and the Gypsy Collective type of vibes. I think I maybe had that tagged in there. Even though this dress took a long time to sell, the profit on it was excellent. Number 7 on this list is a Tadashi Shoji dress. This sold really fast too, and I don't know if maybe someone bought it for like a wedding, but I think wedding season is crazy this year. Like, people cannot keep their wedding gear stocked fast enough. So anytime I have anything that's white, I tag it as wedding, bachelorette party, wedding shower, and it seems to do a lot better that way. This dress sold for $90. It was another bins find, and it had a little bit of discoloration marks on it, but I still sold it for that much. I had to list it for $150, got an offer for $90, and since I got it from the bins, I was like, what the heck, why not? I'd rather have the $90 than have this sit in my closet forever. So Tadashi Shoji, keep your eye out for that. I see it at Neiman Marcus, and it is expensive. Okay, so great brand. They make like evening wear and things like that. Number 6 on this list, which I've heard some people say you shouldn't pick it up anymore. I still love to pick it up personally, but I've also heard people say they love Lululemon, and Lululemon does horrible for me. So, you know, to each his own. So this one was a pair of Mother Stunner ankle jeans. These were definitely a more recent style. They had like fringe on the bottom. They were a lighter wash. These sold for $100. I think I must have paid up a little bit for them, but like no more than probably $15. Usually I don't pay up more than that. Mother always sells really fast for me. These were a size 27, and I was really happy to get them out the door for $100. Number 5, okay, this is a brand I know nothing about, but it's LS Designs. It was a black puffer vest, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you all. I actually got this as a gift, and I knew I was never gonna wear it. So I actually listed it for $130, and it sold for $100. So this is a local Colorado brand. It ended up being worth a lot because it was 100% feather, like goose down. And so I think because of that, it was a more popular style. It was new with tags, so I was really happy to accept an offer for $100. I don't know how likely it is that you're gonna come across LS Designs. Maybe that says a little bit more about what it was made of, which was the goose down rather than the brand itself. If you come across goose down, it would probably be worth your time to research it. Number 4 on this list is Sézanne, which shouldn't be a surprise. This was a Sézanne Talia knit dress. This was a gorgeous, gorgeous black knit dress. It was a size large. I found this tucked away in the dresses at Goodwill, which was so shocking. I actually showed this in a haul and it sold pretty fast. Like, Sézanne, I would say, usually sells in a month or less for me. So I got an offer for this for $120. I think originally I had it listed for like $150, but considering I only paid like $8 for it, I was like, yes, I will take $120. So if you ever find Sézanne, even Madewell did a collaboration with Sézanne, has sold well for me, so definitely pick it up. Do not hesitate, just get it. Their stuff always sells for me for $70 or more. Number 3 on this list, which I was so excited about, was this Alexander McQueen scarf. I had this listed in my closet for so long. Like, I'm pretty sure it was one of my very first reselling videos where I found this scarf and shared it with you all. And I was stoked to find it, don't get me wrong. I even wore it once. I really love the scarf, it was stunning. Originally I had it listed for $400, and I never got any offers on it, but like hundreds of likes between all the times that I relisted it. And finally I ended up getting an offer for $250, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna counter, I'm just gonna accept this. So I did, and I ended up making a pretty good profit on it, considering I paid probably less than $1 for it because it was so light. But yeah, that scarf was stunning. I hope whoever got it just like loves it. I would be careful though with Alexander McQueen. There are a lot of fakes out there. This particular pattern wasn't one that had been faked. It looked like I didn't find any fakes being resold out there on the market for this particular scarf. And I went through a ton of authentication websites to check it out myself, and everything checked out. It looked like it was the real deal, so I felt comfortable selling it. Number 2 on this list is a very recent sale, and this was a Burberry coat, the Burberry Brit Bow Park raincoat with a liner. Now, I bought this from Plato's Closet and I spent $50 on it. I didn't realize it until later that it was actually missing the hood. Originally, I thought it was more like a parka style, but it turned out it was actually a raincoat, which kind of sucked. So this coat, I went through a lot with this coat. So It was actually more damage than I initially realized. I had someone make me an offer for $200. I counted 300 and they were like, are there any rips or stains? And once I looked under the liner, there was actually a pretty big hole. I had done a really bad job of inspecting it. She didn't end up buying it, not because of the wear, but actually because it was the wrong size. I got another offer for $250, countered, and they never countered back. And then I relisted it and I got an offer for $300. So from $400, I went down to $300 and it was totally worth it. I'm so glad that I accepted this offer because my profit on it was major. So I have actually seen Burberry coats selling at like ARC, for example, for like $100. And after I've experienced this one sale with Burberry, I think I would actually pay up $100 for a Burberry coat in the future. I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking it up. I have such a hard time spending even $50 on inventory. So, but if you can double your money and make $100 on one coat, like heck yeah, why not? Just make sure you inspect it very closely because yeah, the inside of this was pretty ripped up and I didn't even notice because it was underneath the liner. Number one on this list, which I'm so excited about. So everything on this list so far, except for the Jessica McClintock jacket, was from Poshmark. The McClintock jacket was from Mercari. So this last and final big sale was from eBay, and it was a Gunny Sacks dress, which I'm sure you have seen my Instagram post about it in my YouTube video where I hauled it. So one thing about this dress that I think is really, really important, this is why I love posting my stuff on YouTube and Instagram. I originally thought that this dress was only going to be worth like $400, which is still a lot, considering I paid $1 for this item at the bins. But I posted it on Instagram and quite a few people who were collectors commented saying that they had recently seen this dress sell anywhere between $800 to $1,200. And I used the hashtag Gunny Sacks on Instagram, which I think attracted quite a few people to it. And actually someone who saw the post, I believe, bought the dress, and I hope they love it. I originally posted it, I think for $1,300 or $1,400. It was well over $1,000, which I'm so glad I read those comments because I was gonna post it for $400, and I could find no comps on this dress. There was like nothing out there, so it's definitely a rare dress. And I got a couple of offers here and there for like $700 to $800, and I held out. Then I got an offer for $900, and I decided to accept because February was so slow for me. I hardly was making any sales, and I was like, you know what? I got this dress for $1. Pretty sure $900 is a great deal still for me. So, and someone's gonna love this dress. So I was so excited to find that. If you find Gunny Sacks, make sure to do your research on it because I feel like in the past I found one other item from them, and it was a velvet dress, and I think it sold for like $120 to $140, and it sold within minutes, which is usually a sign that you probably didn't list it for high enough. And I wish, I don't know, I could have maybe gotten $200 for it. I'm not really sure. So make sure you do your thorough research on Gunny Sacks. Maybe even ask some people who are Gunny Sacks collectors. There's actually quite a lot of them on Instagram. I don't know if they'll respond, but just a thought. Or maybe they might be interested in the dress, I don't know. So if you're on Instagram, maybe even just post it with the Gunny Sacks hashtag and see who it attracts. Those are my top 10 sales of Q1 this year so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, YouTube doesn't really push these videos out, so if you did like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. The interaction just helps the videos do better, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.